Hi, my name is Ayushi Jain and welcome to my exploratory data analysis project on Netflix TV and Netflix movies and TV shows. I analyze the trends, patterns and insights from the Netflix dataset using Python. I use the dataset provided by my mentor. It includes details like show ID, types, title, director, cast, country, date added, release year, and many more. Let's start with the first step of the analysis of and under analysis, understanding, and preparing the data. First, I imported the Python libraries, Pandas for data manipulation, Matplotlib and Seaborn for data visualization, NumPy for numerical operation. Then next, I uploaded the data. Since I am using Google Colab, I have used files.upload to upload the CSV file, which is named as Netflix movies and TV shows clustering.csv. Then after that, I have previewed the data set using data.head5, which shows me the very first 5 rows of the data, which includes show ID, type, title, director, cast, country, date added, release year, rating, duration listed in description. As we can see here, this initial view helped me to know the information which are available and where I might need to transform or clean the data. Next, I have next coming to the data set rows and columns. Um, by using data.shape, I found that the data set has 7,787 rows and 12 columns. Then coming to the data size, using data.size, I found that 93,444 total number of data points here. This gives us an idea of the dataset volumes. Next, coming to the column names in dataset, using data.columns, I printed the column name using data columns to understand what kind of information we are working with. The column includes show type ID, title, director, cast, country, date added, release year, and duration listed in description, date, the type. Next, to make sure there are no duplicates values, I have used data.duplicated, and as we can see, it returned false for all the rows or false for all the rows, confirming that there are no duplicate entries. Next, coming to the data.information, to confirm using data.information, I obtained a detailed summary of the data set. This includes number of entries, data types for each column. To confirm this, I use data.isNull function, which shows exact number of missing values in each column. And as we can see, that director has 2,389 missing values and cast has 718 missing values. Country has 507 missing values. Next, finally, we visualize the data, we found the gaps, and we visualize the gaps using the Missingo library. The matrix plot clearly shows that the missing data lies represented by white lines. Director column especially has a significant amount of missing values. This overview helps us understand where data cleaning will be necessary before deeper analysis. Next, we are coming to the understanding our variables. As I have again imported data here, now I have used data.describe. We get a summary of the numerical column released here, and we can see that the dataset includes content released between 1925 to 2021. The average release is approximately 2013, and most entries clustered between 2013 and 18. Next, coming to the variable description, I have used data.mUnique to check the number of unique values in each column. There are 7,787 unique values in show ID and 2 in type. We also have 7,787 unique values in title and 4,049 unique values in director, and many more. Next, coming to the data wrangling part. We have done data wrangling. The first step was to check for and remove any duplicate values or entries in our data sets. Now we have move on to the exciting part, data visualization and storytelling. The first question is, in which year highest number of TV shows and movies are released? With show with the bar graph. Here I have used data.dtypes. Before we can create bar graph, it's crucial to understand the type of data we are working in. The data.dtypes gives us exactly that. Looking at the output, we can see that show ID, type, title, director, cast, country, data added, and many more. Next, moving on to the data.head2. Here I have used data.head2, which shows me the very first two rows of the data set. Now, this is a common way to get a quick glimpse of our data. Now, using data date and equal to pd.date time date added. It is a simpler attempt to convert the date added column to date time object without specifying a format. Now coming to the data.info. As you can see here, running data.info provides us with a concise summary. The dataset contains 7,787 entries and 13 columns, each represents different attributes of the shows and movies. Now, coming to the date year value counts. Here we are analyzing the content added to the platform over different years. From the results, we observed that the majority of content was added in recent years with 2,136 in 2019, 2008 in 2022, and 1661 in 2018. In this section, we are visualizing the number of shows added to the platform each year using a bar graph. As shown in the graph, the tallest bar corresponds to the year 2019, 20, and 18. Now, coming to the next question, how many TV and movie shows in the data set shows with the bar graph? Here, first we preview the data set using data.head3, which shows the first three rows along with columns. Next, we use data.group by type.count, which shows us the number of movies and TV shows. The output shows us that there are 5,377 movies and 2,410 TV shows. Now, coming to the bar graph, in this step, we use Seaborn count plot to visually compare the number of TV shows and movie in the data set. From the graph, it's clear that the number of movies far exceeds the number of TV shows. Next, coming to the next question, show all the TV shows that were released in India only. In this step, we filter the data set to display only TV shows that were released in India. This result is a list of 61 titles. Now, coming to the fourth question, show top 10 directors who gave highest number of TV shows and movies to Netflix. Here, we have previewed the data set using data.head2. In this section, we are identifying the top 10 directors who contributed to the Netflix. The result shows that Roy Campos, Jan Suter, and Marcus Raboy gave the Netflix most number of TV shows and movies. Next, to visualize our findings, we use a bar chart to display the top 10 directors. And Roy Campos and John Suter are the top. Next, coming to the next question, what are the different ratings defined by the Netflix? We start by using the data.rating.unique function, which tells us how many unique rating categories exist in the data set. The rating types used across Netflix shows and movies. Next, the data.rating.nUnique function lists out all these unique rating values. The output is an array that shows ratings like TVMAR, PG-13, TV-14, TV-PG, and many more. Next, coming to the next question, what is the maximum duration of movie shows on Netflix? Here I have used data duration.unique. First, we examine all the unique values in the duration. This gives us a mix of formats such as 93 minutes for movies and 4 seasons for TV shows. To extract the numeric part, we use the str.split. This splits the duration column into two new columns, one for the number and one from the unique, like minimum or season. Now, using data.minute.max, we check the range of duration. We find the maximum duration of movies is 99 minutes and minimum is 1 minute. Now, coming to the last question, which individual country has the highest number of TV shows? We begin by filtering the data set to include only entries where the listed in column contains TV shows. Then we preview the data. Then we preview the first rows with data.tv shows dot head to ensure the filtering work. Now we use data TV shows dot country dot value counts. Here, this returns a list where the United States has the highest count, followed by other countries. Now, coming next to the data TV shows dot country dot value count head 2, we found that the United States has the highest number of TV shows in this data set than India. Then we used a bar to visualization which shows the United States has a higher number of TV or movie shows than India. This EDA project reveals Netflix's global content strategy and viewer targeting. It sets a deeper analysis. We uncovered the different types of common ratings, identified the most common ratings, and examined the content distribution by duration, release date, cast, genre, country, etc. That brings us to the end of our Netflix EDA project. This EDA project reveals Netflix global content. I hope this analysis gave you a better understanding of how Netflix structure and distribution its content. Thank you.